Mavic, thank you for the gifted sub. The 2 gifted subs. And Solid, thank you for the 9 months. And also, I see another donation that we're not going to see for a bit because of the alerts, but a $123 donation from Mavic. Hello? Foam in the chat? He said, hello, Simba. Holy cow, Mavic, thank you. We had some other ones too. Cayman, the 30 months. Can't remember if I said that one or not. And then Yo Hammer Bro with the 22 months. Thank you so much. And Star, thank you for the 18. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for another gifted sub, Mavic. It's a very specific amount. Wait, why is Edgar sleeping? Is that what it is? He's sleeping? Alright, let's put Bannon in the back row so he doesn't get one shot. How about that? Yeah, I think Mavic is also going to be helping us, helping support that event that's coming up. I want to do some giveaways during that event to celebrate. I think he's going to help out with that, so big love for Mavic. Appreciate it so much, dude. Yeah, I got some cool plans for the event. I think you're going to like them. Oh wait, I just realized I did the one thing that I can't hit this guy with. Well, I screwed it anyways. Oh, he's blind. Even though he still hit. CSI Miami Edgar. Hee. Game over. Don't tease the octopus, kids. Suplex the octopus. Aww. That would have been cool. Delicious morsel. Let me get my bib. Oh my god, that damage. C-Mark with the 5 gifted subs. Thank you. Oh man, double tentacle. Oh, Sabin. Ouch, seafood soup. Bioblaster with the shades. That's what it's all about. Dude, Terra looks hilarious when she's like casting a spell with the sunglasses. Yeah, I like that our raft just stopped somehow. You frighten me! No! Do not kill Bannon, please. I'll have to start, like, defending with them just to be safe. That's all, friends! I guess we thrashed it. Don't bet on it. It's probably just hiding from us. Ew! Something stuck to my leg! See ya, chimp. Terra, over here! It's alright now. Watch out! I'm going to hit it with a blitz! No, Sabin. Don't distract me, brother. He's always been a tad zealous. Sabin! Don't worry about him. Are you sure he's okay, Banon? You should know better than any of us. Any moment, he'll flop right onto the raft. What the? Seems a little too perky. Ha! Sabin! Sabin! Take care of yourself. Alright, he's gone. Sabin! Oh god, there he goes. Edgar and Terra race toward Narsh while protecting Banon. But what about Sabin, who was swallowed by the raging waters? And how is Locke faring after having penetrated the Empire's defenses in South Figaro? Is all going according to plan? Tune in next time to Dragon Fantasy VI. Choose a scenario. Really? Wow, this is cool. I'm telling you, man. Ahead of its time, doesn't even begin to describe. This game's blown me away with just the mechanics they came up with. Also, I'm Mog, level 16. Epic. Alright, good time to go to the bathroom. Be back in just a second talking about air conditioning. How's it going, HDM? Good to see you, man. I live in Ohio. If we want air conditioning, we just cover ourselves with snow. And then we're conditioned. Alright, I think I'm going to do Locke. I'm guessing we do all of them. Let's start with Locke. Locke has worked hard to stymie the efforts of the Imperial troops. Stymie the efforts of the Imperial troops. But now he desperately needs to escape. Nuts! Gotta get to Narsh on the fly. Stealth mission. I'm sure there's a hidden passage under the rich man's house. Find the room that's drafty. Oh wow, I already found this. But I gotta find my way over there. You're that thief Locke, aren't you? Hey, call me a treasure hunter, or I'll rip your lungs out. I'm fighting the merchant? This seems over the top. Ooh. Stole his clothing, too. Here we go! These are a little tight, but the price was right. Woo! His name was B-Day Suit. Sorry. Oh my god, I'm the merchant now. Let's go. Avoid the armored soldiers. They have no sense of humor. Oh man, that's the worst. So what is... I'm not buying anything. Oh. They don't like Fortnite jokes? Halt! Aw. Am I dead? Run! Run, Locke, run! Annihilated. Oh, I lost my merchant costume. Ouch! I gotta steal me some new clothes, fast! Wait, can I steal the merchant's clothes again? So it's like a puzzle I gotta solve, I guess. And it starts with stealing this guy's clothes. It's like a puzzle. Don't worry, Lightning, I think we're doing a double day today, so we'll have 4 more hours of 6 goodness. I wonder if I can go back to that other guy, but I don't see what's in here. This is the SNES version. All of the Fantathon games were playing the original releases. What? No, cider? My grandfather was a servant for the richest man in town. Merchant, right? You may proceed. Wow, I needed the merchant clothes just for that little kid. Just push him out of the way. Uh-oh. Tamagotchi version, best version. Scram, you blockhead! He called me a blockhead. I gotta know if I can steal his clothes. Here we go! These are a little too big, but they'll do. Big? You're smaller. Oh, I guess that makes sense then. The clothes are too big. I am now an officer. Think I can get past this guy? As an officer? Oh, I can just walk past him. A detached force is making its way toward Narsh. We'll link up with them soon. Time's up? Good, I'll take a break. I don't think I can go that way. Metal Gear Lock. rich guy's house is over here, though, and this guy's in the way. He said halt, but then didn't fight me. I'm sure I can't just walk out. Can I have, like... buy extra sprint shoes? Just so I'm not so slow. Look, as luck would have it, I'm fresh out of merchandise. I'm gonna pound your face. Guess I'm out of luck. So wait, I can transfer back to merchant clothes, maybe? Well, here's the cider. Can I take the cider? Hey you, come to steal my cider? You thief! That's not a cider. That's a cider. Now I gotta get back. I should have had that other guy, like, leave his post. Because now I might be stuck here. Oh, well, that guy didn't say anything. I thought that guy would get me, but... See, this guy's in the way, though. But I can go this way. This guy lets merchants buy for some reason. Alright, I got the old man his cider. Ah, cider! Glug glug. Huh? Secret passage? Well, there is one that leads to the rich man's house. Go downstairs and give my grandson the password. It's, I forget. Great. Hey, thanks, Mark. Thanks for being here. The password is Rosebud. That's pretty funny. You're an Imperial spy. Can't fool me. Oh, no. I had a feeling. I bet you that kid knows Ultima. Well, seeing as though it resets you if you get the password wrong, I'm guessing you're really not supposed to do the password unless you know it. Oh, wait. I thought it reset everything, but I'm still doing the password. How much you want to bet it's none of these options? Kid 2, Death 0. Dude, he's too good. Must be a Fortnite pro. I just can't stack up. I wonder if I'm actually getting all of these hats. I have like 19 plumed hats now. There's a good chance that the last one doesn't work either. And I have to actually find the answer. Where's all my hats? Here they are. Yeah, I have 5 of them. We're collecting. Collecting hats. Alright, is it courage? Secret entrance. Alright, I don't know if there was a way to actually figure that out or what, but I just brute forced it. Oh yeah, that's where the secret entrance was. I remember now. Why did the music stop? The Imperial troops have turned this house into their headquarters. I should probably change clothes, huh? What the? It's like appeared. That was weird. It's almost like lag or something. I was like not there and then I was suddenly there. Yeah, Wild Rose is from Final Fantasy 2. Or Rosebud, I mean. But it was... Well, it was Wild Rose in 2, right? But I guess Rosebud is a reference. Scram, you blockhead. Yeah, that keeps happening. We keep having, like, people electric slide when I talk to them. Because if they're already moving to the next tile, they, like, skid while they talk to you. Which I guess is better than the alternative, where they just wouldn't talk to you at all, and you'd have to chase them. Weird that he still talks to me when I'm a soldier. I figured you had to open the entrance as a merchant and then switch to the soldier, but he just talks to you regardless. How's it going, Frag? I'm loving it. Thanks to our informer, this town fell instantly. Dun dun dun. They have an informer. Is this that guy from before? Oh, what have I done? I betrayed the town and I didn't even need the money. Kill him. Why do I hear wind? In that room only. Oh, that's the breezy room, that's why. Rascals, knock it off. Wind the clock, wind the clock. That was just a jump rope rhyme. Am I gonna figure out the clocks now? Chung Chung, Chung Chung, Magitech armor. Alright. Change clothes? These are fine. I could stay in these clothes. These are fine. I've seen her before. Of course, she's one of the Empire's generals. Why is she being punched? This is what happens to traitors! Product of genetic engineering. Battle-hardened Magitech knight with a spirit as pure as snow. Epic. So, the mighty Celes has fallen! How can you serve those cowards? Hold your tongue. Isn't it true Kefka's going to poison the people of Doma to the east? Shut up! I'd hate to be in your shoes tomorrow. Keep a close eye on her. Yes, sir. I can go for days without sleep. No one asked. That's a weird special trait you have there. Wait a few minutes. You're awfully short for a soldier. Oh, I forgot I was wearing a uniform. I'm with the Returners. Name's Locke. Returners? I used to be General Celes. Now I'm just a common traitor. Let's go. You take me along? Thanks, but no thanks. I can barely walk. I'm grateful, but even if you got me out, you'd never be able to protect me. No, I think I'm better off here. I'll protect you. Trust me, you'll be fine. Let's go. Wait. This soldier has something important on him. A clock key. Stealing is wrong. And some bread, too. Mumble, mumble. Gotta love how the sprite's just standing in the same square as the chair. More soup and... Alright, Celes. We got another magic user. She is really weak, but magic. She has the same magic, but she has ice. She also looked like she had something called runic. But I can't check what it is. There you go, Celes. Now she's strong. She was only weak, she had nothing equipped. Yeah, now we know why there's a random save point here. We found out the mystery of the clocks. I always hate, like, I could see why they did it here, but I always hate when a game, like, introduces a puzzle to you, but the answer is impossible because you figure it out later. Because half the time I sit there for 20 minutes trying to figure it out. Luckily, it was kind of obvious to me that I couldn't solve it, or either I couldn't solve it, or it was way too 500 IQ for me to solve it, so I didn't give it much attempt, but I think if I were playing this casually, I may have stayed in that room for like 10 minutes trying to figure that out, just to realize I wasn't supposed to figure it out. Oh. Locke has nothing either. Why doesn't he have anything? That's weird. Ah, yes, now you have the Air Lancet. We can check that out. Yeah, is it weird that the Mithrils have an eye? I was thinking that was weird too. We do not need a goldfish emote, because you just spam it every time I forgot anything, no matter what it was. Okay, I do not know what Runic does. True. Me forgetting stuff is funny sometimes. This is true. But most of the time, I'm just not focusing on a specific thing. And everyone says I forgot something. Okay. Oh. Perfect. If Runic, like, buffs her. Wow. A lot of fights. Definitely not a defensive buff. Doesn't seem like an offensive buff either. I remember at the beginner's hall said anything about Runic. I feel like it did, but I don't remember what it said. Why are you helping me? You remind me of someone. But what's it matter anyway? I just want to, okay? See, that's what I'm saying. Characters are always complaining, like, why are you helping me? Maybe people just like to help people. How about that? Don't always have to have a reason. Grease Monk. She can only target herself with it. Anybody home? I see you have a single radish and a single head of lettuce. That's exciting. Probably can't go this way, huh? To go backwards. I wonder why this cave doesn't have a name. What was that noise? Welcome back, Tara. I'm loving it. I don't have, like... I guess I don't have a ton to say about it yet. I'm really enjoying it. But everything I have to say I pretty much said already. The only thing I was thinking about that I haven't really said out loud yet is that this game is kind of like... I don't want to say too much because I haven't played a lot yet, but to me it feels like this game is going down the route of future Final Fantasy games, where they kind of took out the class system and instead each character is a class of their own. So, like, in 5 was, like, the amalgamation of all the class systems of the past into one, like, quote-unquote perfect system. Like, they nailed it in 5. Like, the customization and all the classes you would ever want are in 5. And then it feels like for this one, this was the first time that they were like, alright, let's take a step back and not do the class system anymore and try something new. And apparently it's stuck, because after this, almost every Final Fantasy game is the same way, where it's more each character is their own class that may or may not relate to one of the old ones, but you're not, like, switching classes with characters. Which, I mean, I don't know which I prefer. I like both ways. I think that they kind of needed to change it up, because I guess, like, the class system wouldn't have necessarily, like, gotten stale, but it's just that 5 did it in a way that was, like, perfect, so I think they needed to, like, change it up. Like, every Final Fantasy after Final Fantasy V couldn't just be a copy of 5, where there's a bunch of classes and you pick one and mix them, you know? So this was the start of them being like, okay, now it's going to be more character-driven. How's it going, pet friend? Yeah, I mean, 7 and 8 don't have classes, but the main mechanic of the game is so strong that you can basically make your own classes. You know what I mean? Like, Tifa is obviously not a tank, but you can make her a tank because materia is so strong. And same thing in 8, where like Zell is obviously not a magic user, but you can make him a magic user. So, but see, this one, at least so far, is the opposite. This one, I feel like I have pretty much no control over how good my characters are with certain things. Not yet. So I am kind of interested to see where it goes. But yeah, so far it feels like this one is in a weird middle ground where all the games before this, well, I shouldn't say all, but most of the games before this had a class system, like a specific class system. You have a white mage, a black mage, a warrior, yada yada. And then all the games after this just have characters, but then the mechanics of the game can affect what they're good at. And this one's in the middle, where each character is just what they are. Like, Locke is a thief. Celes is a magic something, magic warrior. And it seems like they're just gonna be that. I can give them equipment that's pretty standard. There isn't even really, like, equipment that does much of anything different. It's just stronger stuff so far. So... God, that song hits me every time I walk out of the cave. But yeah, so far this seems like the... I don't want to say the least customizable, because that makes it seem like it's a bad thing, but yeah, it's the least customizable game so far. You're locked into what the characters you have, but they're still fun to use. It's just they're locked into what they are. So far. Yeah, okay. I see your raise. Final Fantasy IV is also very, very static. I feel like 4 was more static because, like, not by choice. This one I feel like is static by choice. They just made 5, which was like the most customizable one, and then this one is like the polar opposite. So I feel like this was purposefully like, we want you to be stuck in the... And one thing I'm thinking right now is it might just be this way because it's the beginning of the game. It might just be we're teaching you all the mechanics of the game by having each character have a specific mechanic. But then as soon as we gather all the characters and actually go on the real quest, it's going to open up and give us more options. That's what I'm thinking, but I'm just kind of telling you what I'm thinking as I'm playing. Right now it feels like this is much more like uncustomizable. Each character is their own thing, and you just have to master each character, you know? But like I said, there's a very good chance it changes later. That's just the vibe I'm getting right now. We went backwards. I was talking about mechanics, I didn't even realize. What's this argument? I want to put in my 2 cents. Talking about 7. Oh, like their equips and limits. Limits don't matter. So wait, what? I guess I don't understand the argument on each side. Zoloff is saying that the characters are very similar, and General saying they're not, or just trying to understand the argument on both sides because it's over the course of a bunch of different posts. I think I like it more when the game is opinionated about the characters and their abilities. It makes the individual characters more important, otherwise they would be disposable. Yeah, there's definitely benefits and deficits to each one. You know, I say it a lot, one of my biggest complaints with 7 is that the characters are too similar in terms of their mechanics. But a lot of people like that because they get to pick their favorite characters and don't feel like they're giving up anything. You know what I mean? You can pick Tifa, Cloud, Red 13 if they're your favorite characters. Or you can pick Barrett, Cloud, Vincent if they're your favorite characters. And you don't feel like you're missing out on something that you need for a certain fight or, you know, whatever. And so for some people, it's actually kind of nice that way. I think it can be. But I just think if I had to pick something that could have been better about 7, it's that the characters aren't unique enough in their mechanics. Like I said before, anybody can be anything with the right materia. And that would have been okay. I think the best case scenario for 7 is if it was the same way it is now, where all the characters are kind of like pretty similar to each other, and the materia is really what boosts them or lowers them into different classes. But then their limits were like super unique. That would have really made it a lot better. That way you could pick anyone you want. Anyone can be a magic caster, anyone can be a tank, anyone can be an attacker, anyone can be whatever. You can pick your favorite characters, and you don't have to worry about getting stuck anywhere. But their limits give them a bigger personality, and it makes each playthrough different because you can pick different characters with different limit breaks. And unfortunately, the limit breaks are just not very unique in 7. You have Vincent's, which are pretty unique. You have Aerith's, which are pretty unique. But that's it. Everyone else's pretty much just does damage. There's a couple Red 13 limits that are cool. And by a couple, I mean like 2. And there's a couple Yuffie limits, and by that I mean 1. Other than that, they all just do damage. Some of them do big damage, some of them do small damage, some of them do multiple hits of damage, but it's just damage. It would have been really cool to have some, like, ailments come out of limits, or more buff kind of limits, or, you know, just limits that actually, like, do special things. Maybe some of Yuffie's limits could steal items. Maybe Kate Sith's limits could have a little bit more than, like, the slots, because the slots were cool, but, again, dice just does damage. Barrett's could have maybe given him, like, a buff for the rest of the fight, or, like, a different gun. With their different guns could have done different things. You know, Tifa's could have been more of a combo system, or there could have been some kind of benefit to pulling off combos or whatever. Because, like, even Tifa's, which seems like they're really unique, it still just does damage. Like, Tifa's limit is the equivalent of Yuffie's, like, later limits with multiple hits. Like, it's no different. You're just doing a slot machine. So, it would have been really cool if their limits were, like, really much more unique to their character. Then you could have still had that any character can be anything, but the characters would have been given a bigger variety. And if you played through the game again with different characters, it would have made a bigger effect. If it were up to me, I would also change the stats of the characters, because even though the materia changes the stats quite a bit, and their stats are slightly different, it's so minute that it just doesn't matter. It would have been really nice if there were, like, at least a couple obvious changes in the stats. Like, basically, if you give Aerith 2x cut, or you give Aerith a few levels over anyone else, she does, like, the same damage. Like, like, that's how ridiculous, like, that's how not different the stats are. The only reason that Aerith does a lot less damage than Cloud is mostly because the guard stick is trash. Like, if you give her a good weapon, she does fine damage. And, like, Barret is barely tankier than anyone else. Tifa's barely faster. Yuffie's barely faster than anyone else. So, like, it would have been nice if the stats were just bumped a little bit so you could really tell, like, oh, Barret's kind of tanky, and, you know, oh, Tifa's pretty fast, you know. I mean, like, especially Cloud and Red 13 are just, like, just, like, flat lines with their stats. Red 13's actually pretty good with magic, but, like, they're just straight lines. And Cloud is just slightly better than everyone else, which is a bit of a lame. Like, I know he's the main character, but it's a bit lame that Cloud's just kind of, like, better at better than everyone at everything. He should just be really strong. Like, he should just have a big strength stat, and that should be it. He shouldn't be tankier and stronger and faster and better at magic than everyone. Maybe like at the end of the game or something, but... Or even have him be like a middle ground and then have Tifa be like stronger, you know? Yeah, and then there's a couple other things that really feed into that too. Like, for example, Vincent, Yuffie, and Barret do full damage from the back row. That makes them pretty much the best characters in the game. Like, in terms of, if you just took off all materia, you know, got rid of limits, we're just talking about the characters dealing damage, being in the back row is an insanely huge buff. It makes you take way less damage from a lot of things. Well, in the early game, later enemies stop using attack, and then it doesn't matter, but... yeah, like, the fact that they just have this, hey, I'm in the back row and still do full damage buff, and no other character has that, is a bit silly. So, yeah, there's just a bit too much, like, going on where I feel like they could have done a bit better with the stats. But again, that's my, like, trying to complain about 7, because it's hard to complain about 7, but if I had to complain about something, that would be it. And like I said, there are some benefits to it, like it's easier to understand, and you can create the characters in your own image with materia. They took that a lot of steps further in 8 and 10. Where 8 and 10, you really can, like, create your own character. In 7, not so much. You can just give them an HP plus and they're a tank, or you can give them a 2x cut and they're a physical attacker. Or give them Ultima and they're a magic caster. That's about it. But what is that noise? Oh no, save the turtle. Huh? Something's coming out of the wall! Uh-oh. Tunnel armor. Look at that thing. Tunnel armor! I like how she says it. Like, it's spelled tunnel armor, and they took out the extra letters because it wouldn't fit. But then, in the text box where it could fit, she still says tunnel armor. So it's almost like that's the real name. I'll draw its magic attack. It won't hurt us. Come again? I can simply absorb the attack with my runic blade. There we go. Now I remember that, yeah. Are you sure you'll be okay? Just you watch. I'm gonna steal stuff. How about that? Okay, that's really cool. Ow. So should I just spam Runic this whole time? It's crazy that it completely absorbs it and heals her some. Yo, man, thank you for the gifted sub to Frag. Ouch. And she does a lot of damage. I want to attack with her, but... Yo, Vlail, 15 gifted subs in the chat! Holy cow! Foam in the chat for Vlail, what a legend. Pow! Pow, pow, pow! I love the boss destruction noise. Pow, 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 pow. I got an elixir from that, too. Woo! Looks like we're in the clear. I didn't want to leave yet. I wanted to heal. Oh, that's the end of that. There we go. Alright, perfect timing, actually, because I was going to go grab lunch, so I will grab lunch. We are going to do a double day today. We're going to keep going. We got to. We got 2 more scenarios to do, so